I remember being 12 or 13, lying off of my bed upside down with my head rested on the carpet. And I would just be dreading that day and every day I could conceive of. I wanted to make a wish, but I couldn't think of a single thing guaranteed to bring me happiness. So I would just wish for something to change. So time went on, and I was sick of seeing the same 400 people constantly throughout my life. I was sick of this same way of life over and over again. The kind of changeless, static life that can really only come from living in a small rural town. Last summer, my mother and I moved to New York City, changing from a family of 4 to just a family of 2, with my dad remaining behind and my sister studying abroad in France. From a large 2-story house with a lawn and woods, to a small 2-bedroom apartment with an out-of-order elevator 6 floors up and walls thinner than what my mother promised me. From a school of 400 to 4,000, and the opportunity to have all illusions of intelligence shattered for me as I tried to fill the gaps my small-town school left for me. Often when big changes happen, the best way to adjust is to have solitude for inner reflection and just time to absorb everything. Unfortunately for me, even months after I moved here, things still hadn't slowed down. It was comforting to surround myself with as many familiar things as I could, like listening to my old CDs from years ago or watching Kim Possible. These things did help to temporarily relieve my anxieties, but there is a reason they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Every aspect of my life became more difficult. Even my daily life hosted so many challenges that I needed to face. I'm just so grateful though that I've made so many great friends. It's such a nice feeling to, see friends and know that while you're there, they're really grateful to have you there, and knowing that your friends appreciate you and want to spend time with you. This past year has taught me so many life lessons, and I hope that this coming year, the lesson that I learn is that I can be truly happy. Many years ago, when I was in middle school, I went through a period of very difficult depression, and I would just promise myself that that is the worst that it could get, that it can't get worse, and the rest of my life it'll just be balancing out the pain and my life will just keep going uphill. This year proved past me wrong. I wish I could say that all of my struggles and difficulties made me a stronger person, but it certainly made me a lot wiser. I've just had to deal with so many things, from family issues to, learning how to use public transportation, to learning how toxic it can be to idolize someone. All those changes gave me a sort of whiplash, and I felt like I was too busy or too anxious or too afraid to just be myself. I felt like myself, like the essence of my inner being, was just slowly withering away as I was neglecting to do the things that made me happy or do what made me feel the most me. And I was losing my passions, and I was not feeling like myself anymore. Now, I'm taking myself back. I'm doing what I want to do and what makes me feel like I am the most myself, completely and wholly me. And this is what I want to do. This is what makes me feel me, and I like it. So I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm just gonna jump right back into this whole YouTube scene. I know precisely what I want to do because nothing motivates me more than wanting to prove a point to myself that some things will always remain constant.
Your fuse, my fuse, cities they burn for you. Just smile like you always do, and I'll stay put for